So how do you handle being asked for a discount? Increasingly, more clients are going to their service providers and asking for discounts. And it hurts. It's one of those things where you work really well with a client over several years and suddenly the phone rings. We've enjoyed our time working with you. However, we'd like you to reduce your rates. What do you do next? Because in a tight market, you really don't want to give free money away. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the simple processes on how to handle that awkward conversation so that you can maintain great client relationships and still those all-important profit margins. So the first thing to do isn't to try and answer the question straight away, but it's to empathise and understand where this request is coming from. There's several reasons why your client may well be asking you for a discount. So it pays to understand where it comes from. It could be budget pressures. It could be things have changed internally. It could be there's been a change in their senior leadership team. So those above who they report to within your client are looking for something different. And finally, it may just be that they're struggling to see the ROI, the return on investment, the value you're bringing for the services provided in relation to other services or whatever's going on in their business. So before you can answer the question around the discounts, you need to understand why they're asking for a discount, what's behind it, what's their motivation. That will lead you into a better negotiation and a better conversation. So always seek to ask why before you prescribe a discount. Once you understand what your client's looking for and what's behind their request for a discount in rates, you can now start talking to the actual issues in hand. Let's assume it's budget. There's lots of things you can do with there, but the thing you mustn't do is just reduce your rates. That's a race to the bottom. Instead, look at how you can change the scope of work. Look at how you can meet deliverables in a slightly more creative way. Can you change how you resource it at your end? Can you use more technology? Is there a way that you can still provide the service and maybe take some of the extras out, but let your client know what you're doing and agree that way forward? It's really important you maintain your profit margins, but never lower or reduce your rates. Once you bring the rates down, they will never go up. It's really hard to bring them up, but it's very easy to drop them down. So look at different ways that you can still deliver the work for them with good value, but change the way in which you deliver it, or change the scope so that you can meet their budget and still give them enough of what they need in these times when it's testing. Of course, your client might push back. If they do, hold your ground, but do so with empathy. Say to them, look, unfortunately, I understand where you're coming from and what's important to you, but we're not in a position to be able to lower our rates. They're set at the market. We think they're fair. However, let's have a joint discussion and see what we can look at in terms of what we're delivering you, how we can work the scope, how we can find savings in different ways in both our time, which will ultimately help your budget. Work with your client. This is a great opportunity to get alongside them, take them on the journey, show them what you deliver, the value you bring, and at the same time, perhaps you can find them savings, but without reducing your rates. Finally, the thing you need to do is play that long game. It's really important that you invest in the relationship for the long term. So to avoid those discounting conversations which might crop up, make sure you always have an investment in the relationship. That beyond the work you deliver, you check in, you re-articulate the value, you condition your team to know when to talk to your client, what to say. Never say things like, we would normally charge this, but in your case, we're going to give you a discount. Instead, deliver the service, keep the fees at the good level, re-articulate the value, and always check in with your client. The more you listen to them, the more you understand what they need, the more you align your service to them, the more you'll build a better relationship. And that will avoid those discounting conversations. So as a final thought, when you're asked for a discount, don't see it as a negative. Maybe see it as an opportunity to revisit your relationship with that client, empathise with them, understand them better, and learn. You can learn and build a better relationship in the future and use that being asked for discount as a sign that maybe things aren't as good with that relationship as they should have been, but now's your chance to turn it around. So being asked for discount, don't give that money away, don't say yes. Learn, empathise, understand your client, and build a better relationship for the long term. That's just another one of our fantastic BD tips, part of the series we have here on the BD Ladder channel. I'm sure it's proved valuable and what's a really huge topic for many people. So remember while you're here to like and subscribe to our channel.